my life. So she was like, I ain't renewing my lease or nothing. What? So you home? Okay. You ain't been working at the store. Really? Wow. Well, bro, you definitely gonna continue to say some prayers, man.
56 yards. This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against.
Here's what I found.
You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
They still need about the length of the football here.
Might have to.
As they come up on 2nd and inches. And they bring him to the ground
Wow.
just shy of midfield.
Oh, man. Yeah, I understand. Shit. All right, bro. Shit. I'll see you on Thursday evening. I gotta be there. All right, bro.
They did it well there.
Later.
Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, put their spot, and stacked him up.
Last throw caught by Sutton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They look to throw. It's not. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play.
Good defense. That's what we're talking about, because I wasn't sure if they were going to get to you or not. I'm going. What's your problem? Good. Retarded fool.
Snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play, but end up losing yardage. It's hard to account for.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll get this up past the
Keep your little big head ass still.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Can't get
He'll
no.
find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Try
No
this.
gain on the play there.
I
So
know how much I
for the
want to
3rd
get this
down
here,
and
but
6.
3rd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Barrow.
That was stupid. I seen it right there. That was stupid.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Oh.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers.
Well, right fucking to him. That was just dumb.
Those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after try forthcoming.
Dumb, Anthony. Dumb. All right. Let's shake back.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Fucking taking a stop already.
Another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Take it in at the 3. Now crosses, he's past the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. It's Lane. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now a pass here, caught by Henry. This is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
A top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Barrow will find Williams on the slope. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever...
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, throw here to his running back. And I think the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating...
Good job, man. Good job. Wow. Hit it. Wow.
And one of my good coaching buddies...
Way to get the ball. Way to get the ball.
Creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
we went with desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside game. He's got first down, much more inside, much more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag
Knew it. Knew it was cheap.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
If you always talk about hidden yardage in a game, that's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
Strike play.
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. It's Lane. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll buy some. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback who's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Caught left side, it's Beckham. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke, this is the tight end fan. And down he'll go at the 25. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game. And
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel.
A pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
This is where you can see ass whooping at its finest.
Right back to him on first down. And he powers his way up.
Oh, my fault.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is mental here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And it is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And taken right on the 30. They'll score a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect your offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Leave that alone. Ain't bother you.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Barrow. That's taken in by Stewart.
Right.
Past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Chaz, where you move?
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg. Barrow. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Good job, baby. Good job.
20 yards on the pickup. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low. Almost get into a ball sometimes. Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to follow.
Bullshit.
They'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
The quarterback sacked.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Intercepted. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot.
Wow.
Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Probably threw that throw too early.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, a 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then The defense has the advantage. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion,
James usually hit that. That should have been fumble.
behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
Oh, come on, man.
Broncos score. Cortland Sutton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And
Let him fucking land it. Ain't nobody on
I'd be
him.
in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
But that was so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Off the bootleg. Darrow sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little forward down inside. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down.
What up, sir?
Still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Man, what the hell? You out of your nose? Nah.
2nd down and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Darrow. And this is caught at the end. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
pocket, understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line.
Oh, come on, man. That's touchdown. How they gonna rob me?
Just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And we've got a good one.
Hello?
Knotted up at 14. So that takes him down to
I'm playing franchise.
And it winds up
The franchise and stuff like that.
Los Angeles.
Denisha?
Michael Ashley to kick off for the
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back.
And I was told she's been seeing this guy.
Can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset
It's the best
when
thing.
these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
Yeah.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that.
Nah.
Listen,
Nah.
I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person who's played well and is skillful. I'll
Yep.
leave it.
It's coming out, though.
This is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no
coming
gain,
out.
here's 2nd and 10.
No.
Block working out of the gun. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in
I don't know where you
this
got
game,
my name
the
in,
Owls have been open
Sandra
for them to
Jr.
get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
I said your whole government name online and everything. All my followers know who you are now. I just said your whole government name online.
On 1st down, Locke. He completes this to
I ain't on Facebook. I'm on YouTube.
Here, a pickup of 8.
You're on blast.
With 2 to go
You're on
second
blast.
down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alright.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do to it. What I'm going to put there?
Gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
Yeah.
give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. And it's
Oh, boy.
incomplete. Physical play.
I didn't know. As a matter of fact, I didn't even see the name. I heard about it, but they haven't said who she was.
Interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke.
see if I can find out who she might be.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't.
Well, she hasn't been on the floor for 9 years, so she would have been long.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack
I was long gone after she took the ring job. Oh, she basically was like, Tanisha need to stop with that bullshit. She was like, you know, if she wants you, she needs to just say that. Because obviously for her to keep talking about you, she must love you. Still love you. Because, and then even when I talked to Lisa, she kept telling Lisa he come to here with some girl. He over there, you see him, you see him, you see him? You know, like worried about who I can.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for Denver.
She told Lisa that I came in there with some girl. Look at him over there. You see him over there? So obviously she was pointing the shit out. It was like she was worried about me being there with somebody. Yeah. No matter who you with, we still love you. You can't hear you. You can't. Look at herself. The same thing she said.
Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now. It's Lane.
The same thing she said. But Jonette was like, you know, after a while she did, yeah. That's why we left. She said, because you could feel the tension.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah. She said, that's what I was telling you. She said, she didn't see me. She said, Denisha kept telling her, asking her, did she see me over there?
That would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time.
You know, she didn't see me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, her and Booby ain't together like that. You know, he's still at the house and he ain't left. But she's, you know. Lisa told me her and Denisha had talked at the party.
There always is when you're punting the football.
Because, you know, she said she had told her, she said, you know.
You avoided a mistake. You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And the final Ridley, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. That's exactly what he did. Found his running.
Lisa was like, she was like, she don't really. Hello? No, I had dropped my phone.
Let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Lisa was like, she had told her that, you know, she didn't really fool her because of what Booby had told her. And she ain't had nothing against her and all this stuff. Lisa was like, you know, if you had an issue with something, then you should have been woman enough to come talk to me yourself. You know?
50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Locke.
Now that I can't answer.
Looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have first
No, I had asked her earlier when I talked to her after I got the phone too. A little bit later than that, if she had heard anything else about Avery. She found out what it was, and she said no. She still don't know.
You're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might
Man,
look
this shit
back
is
on this in
crazy.
the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that might shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before.
We're going to accept this.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down. Barrow eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Right.
Right side. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Barrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Barrow will roll him out right.
Hey, move! Fuck! Damn!
Receptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the
Shit.
question, but yeah, let's be honest, we're thinking
Look at that, knocking shit down. Sit it still if you don't fucking move.
We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his style. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and
Damn.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. From there, we're victory. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 35-28 the final as they win by a touchdown. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will wrangle them down. The couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
On first down, Lane. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carried by
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block it? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnover. You got to take care of football.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
You can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll run on first down. It's Lane. And he'll be taken just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on second down. Barrow rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, it's Lane. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Still a couple of yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they're going to mark him down short.
Taking my 4th and 4.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And they'll move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's brought down.
Sorry, player.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing it.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lane.
I'm tired.
He'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, man.
And it's third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Operating from the gun. Barrow. Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
Oh, come on, man. That's what he is. I'm talented.
Long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. On the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
17. Broncos 14.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive at the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Will be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Good defense.
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Good stop, Hughes.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Denver. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Lane. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown.
What we talking about, baby? What we talking about, baby?
Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he's certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 14. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun. Block. He's got his big tight end fan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Lock now on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Good job, Lamb. Big Lamb.
They had a really nice gain on the previous.
Way to go, Choppy. Lamb chop. Big Lamb chop.
Pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Block. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Blocked pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Locke. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Defense, but good defense.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking about the 16. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
We're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lane, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, it's Lane. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards yards on that one, and a Charger first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Lane. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but
first down.
Just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body rolls in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first and 10, Barrow escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On first down, it's Lane. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Let's go ahead.
These timeouts, what are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
There's throw clock at the 5. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at at their own 25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
He fucked that dude crap.
14 on that one and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down is Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You get the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Denver.
Now Locke again. This is the tight end fan. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30.
Locke looks to throw it again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the gun, Locke. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
Operating from the gun. Locke. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete.
Good job, defense.
And they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Here comes the defensive unit for the Broncos. They trot back out there. And they have forced now 4 turnovers, Mr. Davis. How have they been so effective?
It's hard to get a read on them if you're on offense because they're coming from different angles, different formations, different looks. But bottom line is, if I'm the defensive coordinator, anything on my play sheet appears to be working right now. You point it out all the time when we call games. Once they get that first one, it becomes a frenzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's snowballed here in this one. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lane. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Barrow. It's complete. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Lane. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
A gain of a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lane. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of miss.
And he's going to have to eat this one. It's down he goes.
Taken down and set.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos about set to go on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use their timeouts.
That's working my fucking nerves.
Ticks remaining on the clock. And it looks like we've got
Move.
set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun. Lock. And that is incomplete.
Get your ass out the way. Fuck.
Defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. This is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Lock's pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Chargers,
22 yards left. Damn. Slow that ass down, boy. It's defense, baby.
best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in the drop on the team. Top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue